So this is how Melvin chooses to start his day with some zoomies. Even though he's been biking and running, he still has so much energy.
Welcome back. In this week's episode, we are back on the touring bikes. We are Dre and Wiley, and our newest adventure buddy, Melvin, is along for the ride. This is his very first bike tour, and he is pumped to be on his first adventure with suits to sandals. In this series, we take you with us on the Texas Hill Country Bike Loop. It's a 316-mile ride that starts and ends in Austin, Texas. Come enjoy a scenic ride on bike paths and back roads, pedaling past open fields of farmland, sprawling ranches, meandering rivers, and I almost forgot, a few hills. Technically, not big hills, more like small, punchy hills, but lots and lots of them. If you're into bike touring and are looking to skip the big city for a shorter ride through quiet and charming rural small towns, this is the ride for you.
Good morning. We are back on 29 for a little bit. It is day 7. We're leaving the Best Western in Burnet, Texas. Pretty low-key night last night. Just ordered some Chinese food and tried to take it easy and recover in the hotel room. Yesterday, day 6 for us, which won't be day 6 for everybody because of the rain, but day 6 was punchy. Both of us were definitely feeling it. We're tired. We were tired when we got to the hotel. Our legs were a little jello-y, and this morning you can still kind of feel it. So yeah, definitely feeling yesterday's ride today for sure. We've got a 37-mile day today, give or take. We're headed to a Campground of America, KOA, because there's nothing else really in that window for us. Burnet's got the Christmas spirit. They've got all their light poles wrapped. They've got lights streaming across the road. They have all kinds of Christmas ornamental things on each corner. Very cool. Kind of nice. I like small towns and cities that have squares that you can tell that they're putting a few dollars into it and trying to get people out and bring people together and uplift the looks of the town and the shops. Dre and I are pretty happy that we changed our plans yesterday from staying in Inks Lake State Park to staying in Burnet, because the ride from Inks Lake to Burnet was pretty strenuous. Long story short, if we stayed in Inks Lake State Park yesterday and kept with our plan of riding as far as we were going to today, which was going to be 49 miles, that first part of the day through Inks Lake and to Burnet would have been pretty rough, and it would have made for a rough start to our day. That hillside construction we've been talking about. Texas is busy expanding. I'm sure those are going to be big old homes. So we're about 2.5 miles in. Got onto a side road, and Melvin's per usual bouncing off the wall, so let him get some energy out early on and see how the day goes. This dog is like the Energizer bunny. So far, we're not trying to overdo it, but we don't tire him out very much. We give him bursts of exercise throughout the day to spread it out and keep him engaged and interested and all that. And with hopes that he'll lay down and relax. And he doesn't usually ever lay down and relax, but he loves it. He's so happy when he's running. This dog could probably easily run 10 miles if we let him. We just don't want to overdo it. He's still growing.
Look at all this cactus.
All right, we just got to our switching point. We are 10 miles in. That was a really nice road. So once we got out of Burnet, we were on County Road 330, and that was a nice, quiet, sleepy road, recently paved, and lots of ranches, lots of livestock, and lots of dogs. But a good thing about Texas is you don't have to worry about dogs chasing you because everything's fenced in. So you get to see the dogs, but they won't come after you, so that's nice.
First pit stop, switch of the day complete. Dre did her 10 with Melvin, now I'm taking over. Quick little snack and drink of water, and we're back at it. Another gorgeous blue sky day today. High's gonna be 66. It's actually a pretty sweet temperature for biking, not gonna lie.
So everywhere we've been stopping, we've seen images of these purple flowers. So yesterday when I got to the hotel, the picture in the lobby had the purple flowers as well. So I was asking the woman that worked there when all the flowers are out, and she said March and April is the best time to come through the Texas Hill Country route because that's when all the wildflowers are here. It looks really cool, really pretty, but unfortunately for us, that's just not in our window.
Little babies. Hi, bud. How's it going, bud? Bertram. Population 1,353. And if you can't tell by the noise, the headwind is back today. One more block onto the main drag because I figured we'd stop and get some resupply at a gas station or something, nothing fancy. And what do you know? First place I pull up to, donuts. Of course I'm gonna stop. Guess what time it is? Donut time. How could you not? It was the first thing that we came up on when we came into town.
No shortage of donut places in Texas, that's for sure.
So we're one street off the main drag with all the new commercial stuff that everybody's used to, but this street is the original old school street, and it's pretty darn cool. I just like these old storefronts and these old buildings. Much more interesting to me.
So far today's ride has been really nice. Those backcountry roads on 330, all ranch country, and then on top of that we just went through Bertram, and that was a cute little town. Nice, well kept up. Now we're going through some neighborhoods. I like it. Texas is definitely in the Christmas spirit. Everybody's got their decorations out.
Every once in a while we get a nice close look at people's livestock, whether it be sheep or goats or cows or horses or even donkeys. And we kind of get excited when they're right by the fence, and then when we roll up, they tend to scurry. So it's interesting. They're not that afraid of cars or big loud diesel trucks, but when a couple of bicycles with a dog behind it roll up, they're out. 7 days in, and we haven't seen any other bike tourers who are packing. We saw road cyclists. We saw a group of them the other day, and we saw one on River Road. So there are definitely people on bikes, not a lot, but no bike packers or bike tours. So today's adventure has been mostly back roads, so this has been real good. Not fighting traffic, not a lot of road noise. pretty beautiful ranches, usually on both sides. It's been nice. So our tour today has gone from mostly ranches and farms to now we're getting into some sparsely residential area. A little bit of a change.
So we just stopped. We are 30 miles in. Wiley's getting Melvin for the last 7 miles. I can definitely tell we're getting closer to civilization. We got a lot more traffic on this road, but it's still a pretty good road.
You even notice if it's ranch and farm territory, it's all pickup trucks. And then as you get to suburbia, it becomes SUVs and cars.
There's Lexuses, SUVs, cars, fancier cars. So we can definitely tell we're getting closer to Austin, and tomorrow's our last day already. But overall, I've really, really enjoyed this trail, and I like looking at livestock. Cows excite me. I don't know. Cows put a smile on my face, and I've
Weird.
seen a lot of cows. And donkeys, definitely donkeys.
So I'm going to piggyback off of what Dre said and agree that I do really like this tour, and it's a little bit different than the last couple we've done, because the last couple we've done have been partially or almost fully rail trail. This one is not. This is 100% road, and I was a little bit worried about that, but it's so backcountry that it hasn't been an issue for us at all, so it's very nice.
And if it's fine for us with a dog cart, then it's definitely fine for any other rider.
Yeah, absolutely. It's been a good ride.
We're getting into the city limits of Leander, 81,806. So that's a pretty good sized city in my opinion.
Definitely back to suburbia. We got a shoulder, that's great, because there's a lot of traffic.
Had to shed some layers. It's definitely over 60 degrees now. Feels fantastic. Sun is still out, and we have about 6 more miles to get to where we're staying tonight. Definitely a lot more traffic on this road, but luckily a pretty good shoulder so far, so that's good. And if anyone's wondering what my definition of a good shoulder is, if the burley can comfortably fit on the side of the shoulder, I'm pretty happy with that. So we got more than enough room.
Take the sidewalk in this kind of traffic. Where'd my cows and horses go?
Into the thick of it, back to civilization. It just got really busy.
Taking some less busy routes through local neighborhoods. Way better than a busy shoulder. We just turned onto some greenway. I completely blew by it because I thought we were only on streets. But nope, we're going through a little bit of an industrial parkish area.
I don't know what it is, but ever since we did the East Coast Greenway, I get really excited when we get to take greenways, even if it is for half a mile or a mile. It's just nice to not have to worry about traffic and just be able to look around and enjoy the ride.
Turn left on Hero Way and are headed to the KOA. At the moment, we have a sidewalk.
So we got to the KOA around probably 3:30, and we're staying at one of these little cabins, the one that's behind me actually. They said they didn't have any tent campsites, but the tent campsites are behind these cabins, and all of them are empty, so I guess they don't want people tenting at this KOA. But Melvin is having a ton of fun, because they do have a dog park area, and he hasn't been off leash in over a week, so he's pretty happy to be able to run around.
We're chilling in our little cabin at a KOA in Leander, Texas, and we did a 37-mile ride today and got to play in the dog park as soon as we got here. So this guy is toast. Probably did 4 miles of running and then dog park craziness afterwards. And yeah, we're gonna eat up, shower up, and then chill out for the big last day tomorrow.